If you don't know, now you know. Welcome back to hashtag J Podcast. And yes, it's your podcast with all your BL drama recap, react content, a few BL manhwas and animes, a bit of gossip and gossip about your real BL actor. Wow, giving our unapologetic opinion while splashing a few dashes of light. Now, if you guys have not checked out today, they released episode 8 of Only Boo. And I have been hanging in there in this BL drama series because it's like fluffy, cute, and you just fall for Moo because Moo gives you that fluffy but low key, mischievous power bottom energy. Moo don't let anything bother him to a point when it comes to Kang. He know he loved Kang, and throughout the BL series, episodes 1 through 7, he discovers once he's in this new place, being that he's sent there by his mother for not doing what he's supposed to do, because he's busy trying to pursue his career of trying to be a damn idol. He winds up in the countryside and he meets Kang. Now, Kang is helping Moo adjust to everything, and Moo enjoys spending time with Kang. And then he realized that Kang is his happiness. Kang is going to be his sanity on how he's going to make it through this with being outside of Bangkok. Now, Kang is a bit reluctant. Let me not say a bit. He's a lot. Like episodes, like what I'm gonna say, about 2 through 7 or 3 through 7, because once Moo realized that Kang is his happiness, he doesn't waste no time to tell Kang that he likes him and he want to date him. Like, and that's one thing about Kang that he learns to admire about Moo is that he lives life very effortlessly. Like, he doesn't care about what people think of him. He lives in his truth and he speaks his mind. And he's also caring. But he's a bit of an airhead, and he needs help navigating on what he needs to focus on as far as the priorities in his life. And that's where Kang kind of balanced Moo out in this BL series. But Kang basically combats with Moo as far as them being together through the episodes up to episode about 6 or 7. And the reason why, which we later on find out, is that one, Kang is to a point trying to navigate his own understanding of his sexuality and who he's attracted to. And also the fact that his mother is not aware of this side of him as well. So it was more so her approval as well, because his mother really wasn't on board with him wanting to go to school to be an artist. So his mother perceives to be a sticky situation, but she's an on board Molly. Okay. Now, another thing that stuck out to Kang and why he didn't want to be with Moo is the fact that Kang is 2 years older than Moo. And Kang technically is supposed to be in college, but he chose to not go to college for his first year to stay with his mother and help her run her business since his father had went to the Northern Lights. Know what I'm saying? Now, Moo sparks that fire in Kang to really go back to follow his dreams, because that's basically what Moo's trying to do. He's trying to follow his dreams and be the best idol he can possibly be. But God dizzy damn, something is always stopping him from pursuing his dreams. But he's getting there and he's finding his way. But that's where Moo basically inspires Kang to just want to go back to being an artist and basically having the courage to speak to his mother and letting her know where he stands in life and what he wants out of his life. So Moo really does help Kang as far as following his dreams and not being strict all the time, and learning to enjoy life and what life has to give as long as you do what you're supposed to do and follow your dreams. Know what I'm saying? Now, along this journey, Moo meets two best friends, who is Tay and Yas. Now Yas is in love with Tay, and Yas is more of the lighthearted, very nice, and he's the one that kind of bring Moo into the fold, especially when they find out that Moo is a great dancer and his mama work right? Because they're trying to be idols. Well, at first you think the both of them is trying to be idols, but then you find out it's more so Tay. But Yas has an unrequited love for Tay, ever since God knows how long. But we see where Moo eventually notices that Yas has a thing for Tay, and he kind of encourages Tay to pursue those feelings with Yas. Now, that's giving you guys just a bit of a recap of what was happening. Oh, another thing is also in the process of him trying to be an idol on the countryside, which is something he's not supposed to do. They enter a contest where they're all under the age of 18, so they need a parent to sign the consent form for them to be in the contest to be a trainee to become an idol. And Tay and Yas um they help Moo try to convince his mother and for her to sign the permission slip. She signs it, but no, they was full of hot shit. And she gave Moo an ultimatum. If Moo does not succeed at becoming an idol through this method, he has to go to New Zealand to his father after he graduates. Now, in the beginning, you see the beautiful, sassy, yet adorable Moo with his strong, sexy Kang in the beginning, because that's Moo really being sad at the fact that there is a possibility that he has to move to New Zealand with his father. Being that in episode 7, they do mess up and they don't get picked for the contest. But at the end, which I didn't quite understand who the lady was talking about. Bear with me because y'all know I be doing these dramas and working at the same damn time. So I just reserved my comments until episode 8 aired, which I'm glad I did. But we find out that Yas is the one that gets picked. And he in the process of when they was doing that contest, I noticed that the famous idol already that's a part of this contest, which name is Jang, you notice that he has an interest in Yas, the way he looks at him. So episode 9 doesn't shock me at all, but he has an interest in Yas. But Yas is the one that is picked. Now, the reason why they all didn't make it collectively is because one, Moo was late and Tay already was nervous and he just got a lot of stuff going on. Behind the scenes, Tay family doesn't care about what he do or his existence to a point. So he deal with a level of loneliness, and that's where I think his crutch to Tay comes into his crutch into Yas come into effect. But I think Tay has feelings for Yas, honestly, and he's been feeling the same way Yas feel for the simple fact that Tay always choose Yas over the females that he's quote unquote dating. When you watch the episodes, you'll notice that. So we start off with, Moo and Kang are officially dating. Even though the agreement that the deal them two made is if Moo won the first stage of the contest that Kang he could ask Kang to be his boyfriend. But since he lost, he couldn't ask Kang to be his boyfriend. So Kang says to Moo, even though you lost and you can't ask me to be your boyfriend, I can always ask you to be my boyfriend. So then Kang ends up asking Moo to be his boyfriend. And Moo's all excited and he has this list of all the things that he wants him and Kang to do while he's still out there at the countryside. And also, Moo is trying to basically fill in all the gaps in space of time for them because in his mind, he's moving to New Zealand to his father's once he graduates out of high school. Now, in high school, Moo was not the greatest student. He's like I told you, he's focused on being an idol. Another agreement he made with Kang is that he had to pass his exams. And the whole situation with him with school is also a reason why him and Kang stopped speaking to each other at one point in time in this series where Kang realized that Moo is more invested in wanting to be around him and get with him. He's not focused on his classes. And Kang basically he come for him because I didn't like Kang in that moment. He came for Moo and I was like, hold on, you ain't coming for our Moo, boo. Like who you think you talking to? But Kang comes for Moo and Moo doesn't talk to him and baby Moo was like, it was the hardest thing. It was hardest thing. It was like pulling a bottle from a baby, taking a banana from a monkey, trying to nab a nut from a squirrel, baby. That's how hard it was for him. But he got through it. And during that time, Kang realized that he missed Moo. And I think he realized ultimately more how much he liked Moo because he didn't like the feeling of when Moo wasn't talking to him. So he had a realization there himself. But through that vigor and that harshness that Kang gave Moo, it benefited Moo in the long run because Moo ends up graduating from high school and he ends up getting into uni, and the faculty he gets into is music. Now, the thing about Moo compared to his dance partners, who is Tay and Yas, Moo is more well rounded. He can play instrument and he can also write music and sing. Where the other two just into the dancing part. He's a bit more well-rounded and more well immersed into the idol world more say than the other two. So when he took that L because of Tay, in hindsight, it really, and plus it was a deal that he made with his mother that he for sure knew he was gonna win, especially if he was gonna get Kang at the end of it. It was a lot. They get somewhat in an argument, but we get a resolve. So basically, Kang goes to his best friend Neff, who Neff peeped things from jump. Like I said, I'm gonna link the video below. I discussed episodes 1 through 2 of this BL series. Like we post every week, but it's just so many BL series going on. So I try to post the episodes as close as I can. But if I do, you see how I'm just summarizing everything up. This is how we're gonna go with it. Okay? That's how we're gonna go with it. So I'll link the video below when I discuss episodes 1 through 2. So you can get a more understanding of Neth. But Neth is Kang's best friend, and Neth is the one who kind of really encouraged Kang to be with Moo because she noticed the change in Kang. She noticed the brightness, the steadiness in his walk, and she just wanted more for him, right? But Neth is also funny. Neth has a funny way of just being funny. I cannot. Neth is like, give me struggles, baby. Don't give me the cuddles. Give me straight struggles and don't give me the damn cuddles. She's like, listen. In this order, I'm trying to let you know there's a shoulder to cry on. But we're not gonna talk about you having a man because I don't have a man. I don't have nobody. And until we on equal playing field, hey, zip, bring me struggles, not cuddles. I can't. Neff is just everything. She's everything in this series. Is too funny. So let's get back into it. So we know I told you that Yas was chosen, and basically Yas turns down the contract because he lets them know that he entered the competition with his two friends, and since his two friends didn't make it, he don't want to do it. He's like, listen, F y'all, I don't want to do this because if my friends can't, if my homies can't have fun, I don't want none. Basically. So as we see, they're working on their performance and their second chance to take a whack at this contest. And it's all thanks to Yas because before Yas goes to the audition, he told Tay that he was going to turn it down anyway. He told Tay he didn't want it. And he kind of sort of admits to like in his own way, he kind of confessed, but he didn't. But he basically told Tay the only reason why he would dance and do the things he do as far as regarding the idol stuff is because Tay enjoyed it. And because they're best friends and he kind of know his situation, he just didn't want him to be alone. Is basically how he explained it to him. So Tay basically made Yas promise to do it to for him so he can live vicariously through him. So you can see Yas was like, yeah, nah. If my homies can't have fun, I don't want none. And you can see that type of attitude got them a second chance to audition. Now, Jang offers the second chance within the mix. Basically, they graduate from high school and they actually succeed through the first contest. And Moo writes a song that he wrote a song for Kang, but he writes a song and he performs for them as well. So all three of them get chosen to move to the next level of the contest. So now they're on TV and everybody knows that they're going for a contest. And the principal is just so happy. He's so giddy. And Moo thanks the principal for basically helping him understand the concept of how he was supposed to learn from the experience and also get through it. The principal told Moo to find his happiness, and the happiness Moo found was Kang. And Kang is the reason to a point why started to become a better version of himself. And then, if you logically think about it, Moo being with Kang, he actually exceeded further, becoming an idol with friends and a boyfriend, and him and his mother to a point being in a good place. So everything being aligned is kind of working out in his favor. Now, like I told you, Moo gets into uni and he majors and his faculty is music. Now, they're all leaving school at this point because they celebrated them winning the contest. And I don't understand why Tay didn't notice certain things with Moo. If you notice throughout this episode, Tay and Yas always offer for Moo and Kang to join them, but Moo always tell them no, that he want to spend alone time with his boyfriend. But is Moo trying to give Yas the room and the space to confess to Tay? And that's what Yas does at graduation. He signs the inside of Tay's shirt by letting him know that he's in love with him more than just a friend. And that right there was just whew. Tay just looked like we don't know what the response is gonna be. It can be anything. He just looked shocked as shit. So as we see the shocked as shit face that I was telling you guys about, Tay was just not expecting that. He honestly just wasn't expecting it. But listen, this y'all done graduated, so things is gonna happen, baby. Things is just gonna happen. But from episode 9, it appears that Tay is gonna be jealous of the relationship that seemed like this budding between Yas and Jane. And it looked like Jane trying to dip his toe into the Yas pond, baby. And Tay, listen, Jang is already an idol. He already got drip. And I mean, Tay got juice too. But Jang got drip. And baby, listen, Tay, you better stop playing and get you some Yas because Yas is a cutie. A cutie that looked like he got a booty. And you don't want to see that booty go away, huh? And Moo really just tries to really encourage Yas. And the reason why I say Moo is a good encouragement and he can do it, because Moo didn't care who heard or who was around. He would tell Yas, I like you and I want to be with you. He didn't care who. He didn't, when I say he didn't care, he told his own mama with no effort. So the fact that Moo is very outspoken with his feelings and he's just a horrible liar because because he's so outspoken, I think he just doesn't understand that lying doesn't work for him. It was he was the perfect person to encourage, yeah, my opinion. Now, episode 8 ends with Kang letting Moo know that he got some news for him and that he got into uni and he'll be going back to Bangkok with Moo because he has to attend school. And in this BL series, from episodes, let's say, from the time they really started dealing with each other, so I want to say 6 or 7. Dear God, it could be 5. But in these episodes where Moo, honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. Moo to be a senior in high school, baby, that body is ready like Freddy. He want to get body to body with Kang. If he could have got body to body with Kang yesterday, and from the first day he got there, he would have been a happy Charlie. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna point that out. Moo want to go there. Moo want to do adult like things with Kang. Like no hesitation. He is ready. Okay. But the thing is, Kang doesn't kiss Moo until he graduates, like actually kiss him on the lips. In the beginning, they go to kiss and Kang puts his hands up and he's kissing his hand. And I honestly, it's cute and stupid at the same damn time. I just haven't really processed my thought on which one it is. But it's cute and stupid at the same damn time. It's like a mind fuck. But that's what he does. So, like I was saying before, I was interrupt. The hubba gave me a call, and I had to answer for the hubba. So, like I said, Mood body is ready. His body is ready to talk to Kang, just not verbally, more physically. And these two love story is really coming together. Like I said, at the end of this episode, Kang lets Moo know that he'll be going to Bangkok with him to study at the University for Art. And they finally do kiss because now Moo has graduated from high school. Now, in this series, how it's depicted, Kang is 2 years older than Moo. And Kang technically supposed to be at the end of his first year of college. And with Moo still being a high school student and him technically being a early stage adult, he just logically just did not feel right doing those type of things with Moo. So he let Moo know like once he graduate, then y'all can start to do adult like things. But Moo was like, listen. Graduation has happened today. Tomorrow we gonna get a little crazy. That's what Moo was trying to give. And if you are not watching Only Boo, I would tell you to go check it out. It's a really good BL series. It's fluffy, it's cute. Moo is adorable, yet he brings that power bottom energy and how he's gun ho for the gun show for his feelings for King, and he doesn't have no shame, and he lets King know how he feels and how he wants him and how amazing Kang is and how important Kang is to his life. It really does put the icing on the cake on how they get together. And also you see how Kang changes and he's more open to the fluff. Instead of being so stoic and stern and being not very palatable to everybody. Because Kang, even though he's a cutie with the body, you know what I'm saying? The body in the face his personality is not really receptive to everybody. And it's like Moo is just that cherry on the top. Moo is the light in the room. He's the sun to Kang's dark skies, especially since Kang lost his dad. Moo makes life a bit more easier to deal with. So these two love story is actually really interesting and we enjoyed episode 8 because it ate. Episode 8. All right. So, guys, you already know if you like, love, and enjoy our amazing reaction videos, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to know when we upload new videos, and like the video. It's a free way to basically support your content creator that you enjoy. And like I said, if you guys like and love the video, under those contingencies, you like the video. Just putting that out there since some don't get that. But anyway. Whew. Guys, if you want to hear our content on the go and you can't catch our YouTube videos or you just want to hear the content again, just a refresher, we will be uploading this episode on the podcast. Yes, I'll be uploading this episode on the podcast. So check us out on hashtag J Podcast. We're on Spotify Podcast and Spotify. We're gonna be in other podcast outlets. We'll let you know. Also, check out our recent post on hashtag J.com where we discussed a few contexts about Jazz for Two and Boys Be Brave. Also, our recent, not the recent podcast post, but our podcast post on Jazz for Two episodes 5 through 8. I also provided a link of a subby who was amazing and made a fanfic to their version of a second season to Jazz for Two, where we get a beautiful love story for Sung Juha and Dujong. And if you guys would like to go and take a look at that, read it, and give her all the support if you enjoyed it and like it and share, you can get the link of that on our podcast, which is the Jazz for Two Part 2 recap for episodes 5 through 8. And we'll link those podcast episodes below for you guys to get to it, because I'm just gonna talk about it on like most of my videos because her writing was just amazing. And if you guys have any fanfics, like any extensions to a series, whether it's a manhwa, anime, or BL drama, because you know we all up in the BL drama universe, just let a girl know, because I would love to read it, watch it, enjoy it, recap it, and let people know. And we're gonna do a nice recap. I want to say either a podcast or a video. I haven't really quite figured it out. Where we're gonna recap and break down season 2 of Jazz for Two from one of our amazing subbies, and give you guys some context on some amazing writing she gave. She gives us a level of context. She gives us some closure. She gives us a level of closure when it comes to Song Juha and Dujon. Because if you check out my blog post on hippiekings.com, you will see where I will point out that in Boys Be Brave and Jazz for Two, the side couples do not get together. And those two Korean BL drama series, they depict heavily on mental illness, which where they kind of stood out for me. And I jotted down a few things that I noticed in both of the BL series. So just check us out on hippiekings.com, and also check out our recent episode post up on the podcast. If you want to check out our Patreon, it is free to all, open to all. Our full completed series we have on there is Perfect Propose, Lordy Jesus, between my work schedule and everything else. We're gonna react to some videos, to some BL dramas soon. I'm looking at to do My Love Mix Up when it starts. So I'll just keep you posted on that. Also, there's a chance that we might be going live tomorrow. I'm still sorting out a few things as far as like my schedule, but I will keep you guys posted. Make sure you check out our community board, and I'll keep you posted on regarding going live tomorrow. Being that tomorrow's a holiday, I'm very a little bit touch and go about it. But guys, you already know, be you, be amazing, and most importantly, be safe in these crazy streets, because that's just what we do in this BL series lap so far. So let's just get in.
Were you like perfume? You like perfume? We were like no other. Two hearts on the